We have located Bobby Green, and he is joining us via the phone. Bobby, are you there?
Yes, I am. We have located me.
Yes. A little tardy, but we'll let it slide because we like you, although I'm disappointed. No Skype. I like to see you, Bobby.
You know, you have to see this crazy, ugly mug.
Yes, I miss you.
Yeah. I guess everything's happens for a reason, you know. I'm a little bit late, but
No problem.
I'm on a full schedule. You know, it's been 2 years, basically. You know, I feel like Dominic Cruz, you know, to go through this long layoffs and be ready to come back and make a full, strong comeback, you know?
Yeah. Like I said, we haven't talked to you in around a year or so. You last fought in November of 2014. You were going to fight in the summer against Ali Quinta. You suffered the knee injury. Right now, March, how are you feeling? Are you 100% healthy? You can train, no problem?
I am ready. I am ready, bro. It is going to be epic. I promise you that.
And,
you know, I don't like to make my promises, you know. Yeah, I had some setbacks. Speaking of Ali Quinta,
oh, yes.
The last time we spoke. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Have you interviewed Poirier yet?
Dustin Poirier, no, I have not. For this fight?
So you have.
For your fight?
I just want to see if there was an interesting way of how you run your show. Is it that you're recording me first all the time, or is this just coincidentally that I always get first?
You know, I just really like to talk to you. I just really like to talk to you. And
that's what you really like to talk to me, huh?
You think I'm setting you up?
That's what it sounds like.
What?
That's what it sounds like.
No, what it sounds like.
You love to set me up.
No, that's not true. You know that's not true.
Dude.
Why
and it's cool, though. You know I love you, Ariel. You're a slimy little worm you are.
What?
You like to get little tricks, but it's okay.
Your fight is in 3 months. Your fight is in 3 months.
There's like if you have to do certain things to get your ratings up. It's cool. Let's make the Bobby Green show. You know, let's make a mockery.
No, you don't really feel that way.
No.
Your fight is in 3 months. And there's like 1,000 UFC events between now and then. And I said, all right, Bobby's finally healthy. Let's get him on. Let's talk to him. This is not so much about the Poirier fight. This is about the last year and your injury and all that. I'm interested in you. I don't know. I can't speak for everyone else. What's that?
Make sure we are clear. Make sure that I want to make sure that you're clear and I'm clear that you want to talk to me, not that you want to make a mockery of me.
You know that's not the case. Now you're just.
There we go.
Now you're just making things up.
You get a little bit mercy there with your job, Ariel.
So why do you agree to come on? Why do you come on then?
It's got to be hard for you because you are a cool guy.
Thank you.
You know, and you actually are kind of becoming cool with us. But then in a way, it comes to a certain part where you have to get that for your show, and that might sometimes rub me wrong or rub somebody wrong, like the way you did my dad. You know, and be honest with you, it's not your fault. He got a little bit nervous on camera. He's never really been speaking much on camera, and he said the wrong thing. He meant to say something else. So here you come. Well, hey, how about you guys check out what Bobby Green's dad said? His coach and dad. Let's see what he says. Well, how do you feel about that? Let's make a big joke out of this shit. You know?
No.
And it was funny. It was hilarious for Ali Quinta.
Well, that was.
And it was a show.
We put together. We put together a best of show, and people were like that.
Yeah, me too. But at the mercy of me.
No, but you weren't in it. You weren't in it.
Cool.
You didn't make the cut.
Huh?
Your interview didn't make the cut. People said it should have, but your interview didn't make the cut.
So you didn't send none of that stuff to Ali Quinta?
No, I did. I was talking about the best of. No, I did because I got confused. I thought you were talking about your actual dad. You mean your coach who said about the.
Yeah, my coach is like my dad.
Okay. I just didn't know it was like that.
Make sure we're clear.
You were talking about the comment about the Longo and building.
Yeah.
That was a false comment. You don't think that was inaccurate?
Yeah, like I said again, he made a mistake. He got a little nervous and made a mistake. And then you just blew him out of the water.
No.
I'm low-key damn, bro.
Listen.
I understand when you pull a jackass move. Hey, that was a jackass move.
Hey, look, if you're gonna come on the show and say things, you have to be held accountable.
Exactly. So I do understand.
All right.
There's some jackass things to be said. But God damn, bro, you're gonna make that the highlight that you're seeing the Ali Quinta?
Ali Quinta.
Whatever the fuck his name is, bro. Whatever his name is, it doesn't matter. You know what the point is.
It sounds like a hotel chain. So let me ask you, if you're so unhappy being on the show, why did you agree to come on the show?
Because I love busting your ass.
Oh, okay. Well, now that we're
your ass.
now that we're okay.
It is comical.
Here's the other question. Since this fight was announced, how many people reached out for an interview? Be honest now.
To me?
Yeah.
Lots of people.
Is that true?
Very true.
So how many did you do?
None.
Why?
None.
You knew that the only place that people would hear you was
I don't do interviews but for you.
Oh.
But for you.
Now I'm blushing. But
no one else but you.
I feel like an abused lover now. Like you love me, but you're also getting mad at me all the time.
You should. We're in a relationship now. You started the relationship. I loved you at first. You were like my biggest fan. You and Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And then I got to be like, damn, this shit is a little bit sugar coated, and there's some games in here that you guys have to play in order to make your business and keep you guys relevant.
I remember the first time I interviewed you.
You have to become like fighters. You got to like do certain things to make yourself relevant.
No, that's not true.
That's kind of like.
Look.
You don't think so?
The first time I interviewed after your UFC debut, you said we talked about the spitting of the water, the Triple H thing, and you said this is entertainment. This is about entertainment. So now here you are getting all worked up about entertainment when you of all people know that this game is entertainment. It's not just Mr. X versus Mr. Y.
Yes.
So why are you getting all worked up for?
No, now let's get clear. I'm not worked up. I told you this is comical.
Okay.
So let's get it clear.
All right.
I am not worked up. I'm excited. Okay. I'm back.
You missed me.
It's been a long time, and I can't wait to whoop some ass.
Okay, what do you think of this Dustin Poirier fight? Do you like it?
I don't get the choice in opponents. I never have. So it is what it is. Poirier is going to get it. That's all I can say about Poirier. I don't know too much about the guy. I've been watching him, studying a little bit. His style is not my style, and it's not going to last. He's a great fighter, though. He's a great fighter. Nothing to take from him. But he will run into a wall when he reaches me June 4th. Promise you that. We'll take his head off his chest.
I noticed that you returned to Twitter recently, and I think you were talking to Eddie Alvarez and some other people.
Yeah.
Were you
hoping? Getting all these boys. We gotta get this discussed first of all.
Okay.
I don't like that shit, Ariel. That's just ridiculous. That these guys like Eddie Alvarez, who does a shit performance last show, and then he says he wants to hang out for a title. That's why Dana. I see an interview with Dana, and Dana's like, "Hey, the next two people in line is Khabib and Tony." He got skipped. Because while you're sitting around waiting around like a scared lazy ass, that holds the division up. We don't got time for that. If I ever get the number one contender spot, any man is allowed to jump in until I get my title shot. Because I'm going to show that I am the number one person deserving of this title.
But you took a big break from Twitter and then you came back all of a sudden. What brought you back?
I really hate Twitter. Because Twitter's like more of a angry, crazy fans are just like, I hate, let's start some crap, So it's very just animalistic. Is when you come into Twitter, you got to be ready to go to battle.
Yeah.
So I won't even pay attention to it half the time. I'll just put some stuff out and let it be.
Oh, it's always fun when I see you pop up. I'm like, oh, here we go.
I'm coming. You know I'm coming.
Yes. Mentally, the past year, the injury and all that. How was it for you? Like, how would you describe? I mean, was it tough?
It's been crazy, bro. It's been crazy, I had a little brother killed. I had my big brother shot. I had, some kids. I had some freaking tornadoes, with relationships. I had some friends that stepped back and some friends that died and some more, bro. My life has been spiraling. But at the end of the day, we have to stay focused. We have to still be aware of what needs to be done. So I'm still pushing on, even though there is still so much more turmoil around me. It's just the way it happens. I guess I have to get used to it.
Wait, all that happened in the last year? Less than a year?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Fucking crazy, bro. I'm on the edge, and I'm ready to kill. I feel so sorry for Dustin.
When did you get cleared?
When did I get cleared?
Yeah.
I don't know. You would ask one of those guys.
Okay.
I don't care. I've been fighting since I've been injured. I don't care. I've been whooping asses since I've been injured.
And how are you? I mean, you said that a family member passed away and another was shot. How are you feel? Are you feeling safe?
Man, it's just the usual. It's just the usual. This was happening when I was first coming to UFC.
I remember.
No, I'm just getting used to it now. I live in San Bernardino.
Yeah.
This is where all that stuff where we just had all the the terrorist stuff, threats and stuff. Yeah, they hanging out right here with us. You know what I'm saying? They hanging out right here with us. Those are my neighbors. You know, terrorists are my neighbors. Like, I don't know how y'all feel in other cities, but over here it goes down. It goes down in the Dino.
Have you thought about moving?
With what money? I still got to make enough money. I'm trying to bonus. I'm trying to knock Dustin's head off. But if Dustin's going to fight, that's another issue, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, Nate had to touch on it. It's a fight. When did these guys become and get in this industry and they're no longer fighters? I feel like who says it best? What's his name? Black dude, old black guy. Who runs it? Who used to run it?
Who used to run it?
Yeah. Come on, it's time.
It's
Bert.
Oh, Bert Watson. Yeah. Yeah.
Bert says this: it's easier to get here, but it's harder to stay.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of fighters get this mentality, like, I'm just trying to stay here. You know, I'm just trying to stay here. I want to get whatever I do just to get to the next win and just be here and be here. And I feel like, fuck that. Like, you're supposed to live in the moment, you know? I have not liked any of my fights since I've been in the UFC. Like, all these guys are just trying to win. I'm trying to make the most exciting fights happen. I want to make the next Ali and Frazier fight. I want to have the next Dominic Cruz and TJ fight. The next Conor and Nate fight. Those fights that put you on the edge of your seat, you know?
Yeah.
These guys are sitting here trying to pit-pat and tip and tap to the next round, and then let's just wait 2 minutes before we strike, and then let's wait another minute before the next round. Like, come on now. We came to fight.
Do you feel like Poirier will come to fight?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't.
Well, that's depressing.
I don't. None of these guys have. Only guy I think that thought about fighting was Krause that thought about fighting me. Oh, and I got to give it up to Pat Healy. Pat Healy fought me like a man. Even though Pat Healy, like, I realized he ain't got nothing for my speed. He's got nothing for me there. He still fought me like a man. So I got to give it up to Pat. Out of any of the guys I fought, Pat. Besides that, everybody else, like Krause tried to stand. I can see it. I can feel it in Krause. Even the refs said it. The refs said it. And that guy started turning a bitch. Because all of a sudden, he started getting hit. He started really getting punched on. And now he got soft. He got soft as fuck. So all I'm saying is all these guys are sitting here pleading, patting, and wanting to try to get a W. I'm trying to get a check. I'm trying to get a real big check.
I got to admit, I was a little disappointed when I found out they didn't book you against Al. I still want to see that fight. Do you want to?
You know, I still want to get cracking.
You want that fight still?
But I got a whole list of guys, bro.
But that was a good one. I feel like we made some magic there.
Eddie, I want Diego Sanchez. I like Keita. I keep going through this list, bro. I want everybody except Nate Diaz, my homie. That's it.
That's the only one you won't fight.
That's everybody else.
You see what he's doing now? He's making some big money. Are you happy for him?
He's like my cousin. So besides that, everybody else can get it.
But is that at the top of your list, the Iaquinta fight? I feel like we made magic there. We invested so much time in that fight.
To be honest with you, Al Iaquinta said it best. I wasn't even tripping about Al. I wasn't worried about Al. I wasn't even thinking about Al. He said it best.
What did he say?
He paid attention to me. I really don't. I don't pay attention to him. What pay attention to half these guys? Because half these guys ain't trying to do nothing exciting. Their styles are boring. They're boring. They're not trying to fight. And, like, my last fight got me in the most shit because I'm sitting there talking a lot of shit to Barbosa. Why? Because Barbosa is supposed to be the world's best striker. Well, not the world's best, but in our division, he's supposed to be the best division striker. And this motherfucker is running like a damn show. And I'm supposed to be scared of you, and you're stand-up. I'm the wrestler, but I'm supposed to be scared. And you're running, and you're making this a shit show. People call our last fight a shit show. Don't ever put that near my name. I make nothing but exciting fights.
I have to admit, I'm a little annoyed that I have to wait 3 months to see you fight. If you're ready to go, I wish you were fighting sooner. Do you agree?
Yes, but I wanted to do something for July.
Oh.
My brother's birthday is in July. The brother that got killed, so I wanted to do like more of a Mayweather thing where I do something every July, you know? So if my health is great and I knock out Poirier and send him back home, I'll jump back in July and do it again.
Are you happy that you're fighting closer to home? You're fighting in L.A., close to San Bernardino, right?
Oh, yeah. I finally get to bring one home.
Yeah.
You know, do a West Coast show. Show that the best fighters are in the West Coast, Connor.
Oh. Well, have you been watching the sport?
World.
What?
We got the best fighters in the West.
Do you watch the sport?
Best fighters in the West.
Have you been enjoying the sport? Like, what do you do in your time off now? Do you keep up with the sport? Do you enjoy watching some of the other fights? Any fighters in particular, or do you just kind of ignore the sport?
I stay in tune somewhat.
Okay.
Somewhat, but at the same time, you're talking to a guy who just got back to walking. Like,
wow.
Just got back to running. I had to work. I had to pick up a side job to make the ends meet. I don't have time to be watching fights. I'm working a job or two. I have 3 kids. I have 3 baby mamas. I got things to do. I'm a busy man. I don't got time to be watching TV all day.
That's completely understandable. Okay, so on that note, we will let you go. I hope you enjoyed your return to the show. We're out of time. It's good.
Thank you so much, Ariel. I don't want you to think that I despise you. I just love busting your balls when you bust mine.
Well, I only have love, and that's why I wanted no tricks.
You too, bro.
Okay, we'll talk to you. Let's talk again before the fight. How about that?
Let's do it. I'm on.
All right, much love. Glad to hear that you're back and doing well, Bobby. Take care. And there he is. Bobby Green comes in leaves as quickly as he came in, I guess I should say. Good to see him. I feel like I was a little bit, shortchanged. I didn't get to see him getting all worked up, but wow, that was something. Okay. Thank you, Bobby. Welcome back.